Welcome to Some Old Guys Demon Souls Let's Play. I love this game. I've loved it since the original version in 2008, and the remastered version I think is fantastic. I just thought I'd like to share the way that I do things. I am by no means the expert on Demon Souls. I can look a lot. I look most of the stuff up when I need it. So, but anyway, we're going to start off with this mage. Uh, she's been run through the beginning area to the first boss and gone through all the preliminary getting started things, and she's ready to go. So she is pretty much a basic mage. I like to start my mages out as royalty versus magicians. They get a few better starting items for a mage. They get to start with a silver catalyst instead of wood. They also get the silver cornet and the fragrant ring, which help with the strength of your magic and the automatic replenishment of your mana for casting spells. It kind of, in the early game, lowers your need to have to go find the spice vendor to buy spice to keep your mana up. So one of the first things I like to get is the Kriss blade. It is it helps with the strength of your magic, so it makes your magic a little bit stronger. So we're going to run in here. It's in Stonefang in the smithing grounds. It's pretty deep in the level. And we'll probably be able to take that level boss as well while we're there. So we'll go run through this and see how it turns out. There's always this little crystal lizard over here. And you'll get him like 5 or 6 times before he quits showing up. So right here, this elevator isn't operating right now. That gives us access to our second blacksmith that does all of our special magical weapons. So let's go get this rolling and see if we can get down and get our Kriss blade. Okay, so this is our first accessible elevator. We go ahead and kick it on. I'm going to get these guys cleared out of the way up here first. Just so that when we come down off of the elevator, we won't have to mess with them. Now, these particular enemies really don't like pointed, pokey weapons, so starting out with a rapier for this particular class is also beneficial to that extent. This guy up here is probably going to take a little bit of work, but we'll see if we can't And the thing with the mage to remember is you're definitely not a melee person. It would take one hit from that clown or the fat official, and we'd be starting to level all over again. So it's important to keep that in mind, especially when you're doing a mage. They are soft and squishy and really don't like to take a whole lot of damage. So down here at the bottom of this elevator, we're going to pick up this Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. In case you don't know, those are used to restore you from soul form to human form. So the next really big challenge in here is going to be the dogs. There's 3 of them at one time, and they move really fast. So we'll try not to trigger them too quick. Now with just a little bit of work, we'll be in here one-shotting these guys pretty quick. But right now we're still fairly weak, but it's just part of getting started as a mage. Again, those are upgrade materials that I've picked up, so see if we can get in here and get these dogs dealt with. They're just so annoying because of their jumping attacks, and like I said, being squishy doesn't help. So we got another fat official to deal with in here, and it's important to go ahead and kill these guys and not just run past them. They drop gear that you're going to need later on in the game to be able to unlock one of your magic vendors. So it's important to kill. There's 3 of them in total. It's important to get all 3 of them killed so that later on in the game, you'll be able to unlock Urea, the witch, which is one of your spell vendors. That hurt. I'm gonna bait this guy out here where I can actually do something with him. There's another one setting up at the top of these steps, so we'll try to bait him out, see if we can't get him. And then he's got another one hiding in the room right here beside him. Like I said, this game isn't meant to be easy. It's meant to be extremely difficult. So so there's an item in here on the floor, but it's a pickaxe. I don't even bother picking it up. I've seen some people use it as a weapon, but then again, they're strength builds, so I don't even mess with it. So there is our third fat official that we need to take care of. So he's a little bit more tricky because we won't have a whole lot of room to move around. But we can fight him from this ledge down here. That one, I knew that was going to hit. I casted way too late on that. That is not necessarily where I wanted him to end up, but oh, this is Demon Souls, so we'll just make do with it. And on that bridge, in case you don't know, you've got to run across that side, that left side on that beam to not end up down there in the pit. This is going to be interesting with where he's at, because there's several other enemies down there. Okay, so the good thing was we had him pretty far down. Okay, so like I said, you'll notice like this guy drops the gloves. You're eventually going to need the full outfit, but it's spread all over the different archstones. Okay, I'm gonna quit toying with him. I was trying to get a parry, show a parry and a repost, but I'm not real good at parries. Never have been. So now to get out of this area, we've got to go back upstairs. And if you drop down and look down right there, that's your switch for the gate upstairs. That allows us to progress through the level. This item right here is a piece of meltstone. It will always be there, so I do not bother picking it up. If you have it, you can accidentally reverse any enchantments that you make to your weapon. I've done it. I know several other people who have done it, so it's one of those things that It's just something I've decided to start not doing, is I don't even bother picking up the melt stone at all. So okay, so I showed you the elevator that wasn't running. This is where we can turn it on. This effectively opens up our first shortcut in the world and gives us access to our blacksmith. Oh, there's an item on this ledge right here. I just like to grab it on my way through. That way I don't got to make another trip up here. So now we're going to go down and talk to our second blacksmith. And he's the more important of the two by far, because he's the one that does all of our magical enchantments.
I haven't seen you around these parts. What does it matter? You need a blacksmith? Show me your steel. If not, head straight for the door.
And we've picked up quite a bit of upgrade material, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade our rapier so maybe we can do a little bit more damage with it. And we'll leave it at +3 for now, because a lot of the special upgrades come at the +3 or the +6 level. So, and I'm not sure with the rapier. I usually don't run it very much. So this is where we started at, where we came up the stairs, just for a reference of where we're at. Now there's a guy, another ambush guy at the top of these stairs. See if we can bait him out a little bit. You got to watch that horizontal attack. it's pretty brutal. When he does his overhead charge, he's always going to hit the ground and hold for a second. That's a good opportunity to attack. You already see we're down from 5 hits to 3 hits to kill these guys. So and using the rapier gives our magic a chance to regen a little bit. So when there's only a handful of enemies, we can use that rapier and get our magic back up for when there's large groups. These items over here, you get 1 chance per world load to get them. You have to sprint across these boards. So this first item right here is a great club, so I'm not going to pick it up. I got no use for it. But these pocket souls, they're good for consuming, for leveling up, or doing weapons, or purchasing materials. So I always like to pick up all of those that I get. And almost everything counts as burden weight now. So periodically I like to go in and send stuff to storage, so I'm not carrying it, so I don't end up fat rolling somewhere down the road. Let's set my hotkeys up real quick. I haven't done that yet. Those are, in case you don't know, controlled off your center pad on the top of your controller. To allow you access to some additional menu items. So from up here where we went after those items, if you go over here, you'll notice there's a whole stack of guys and they're all facing you, and a couple of them throw boulders, but there's a little stairwell hidden over here that makes life real easy. Now we can stand up here and actually spell snipe some of these guys. Alright, so they ran off, but they're not going to come all the way up the stairs after us. We can jump down right off this corner. The item right below us is a steel shield, which is, again, something I'll never have a use for, so... Okay, there's some guys missing. And these guys will chase you halfway across the map. There they are. So they will come up behind you and catch you off guard if you don't go ahead and take care of them. They track like bloodhounds. So if you'll notice, when I change to the silver catalyst, my mana bar up there increases. So, you know, that's one of the benefits of having it over the wooden catalyst, is you get more magic. And again, we're going to have some more dogs here in a minute, so... I'm going to check something real quick. I may go get another level on this rapier. And for most everything, and this is definitely not a paid plug by any means, but for most everything, I use the Fextra Life wiki for Demon Souls. It's one of the most complete wikis out there. So for the option that I'd go with on the rapier for its next major upgrade, it needs to be at a +6. So I'm going to go ahead and go down and back over to the blacksmith real quick and take this rapier up another notch.
If it be a blacksmith.
Oh, I'm short sharpstone shards. 3 of those are going to cost me 1,500. I'm going to go ahead and do them for now. We've got plenty of pocket souls to make up for spending on the upgrades, but early game, it's really important to work on your weapons as much as it is your levels. Because the stronger your weapon, the in early game, the better. Let's go ahead and pop 5 of those. That should give us enough souls to go ahead and get this upgraded to the next level.
If it be a blacksmith, then show me your steel. If not, then head straight for the door. All done.
Alright, that should increase our damage a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use one of these Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, because while you're in human form, you can summon help in the world, and the summon range is roughly plus or minus 20 of your level. So if there was somebody down here who had put their sign down, make sure my network is turned off. Yeah. We'd be able to summon that person and have them help us, and it doesn't look like there's anybody down here. So, but this also puts us ripe for invasions, so try to get moving through here as quickly as possible. Now we'll have one more dog to deal with at the bottom of these stairs. He's just, with it just being one, it's more of a I did not mean to do that, but it worked, so those things add up in weight again, so I just like to keep on me what I need and manage that weight, because if you get too much on you, you'll start fat rolling because you're carrying too much stuff. Ouch. And that will make it hard for you to dodge. Alright, this opens up our second shortcut. And I really do like to kill everything in the world for two reasons. Number one, for the souls that you acquire for leveling up, especially early game. And number two, to keep enemies from following you through the world and catching you in the back. So we picked up a bunch of additional upgrade materials, so I think we can get one more level on this rapier real quick.
What be your need? If it be a blacksmith, then show me your steel. If not, then head straight for the door. All done.
Okay, so that should help us out quite a bit. Now before, this was a pool of molten lava. When we turned that wheel, it dumped water on it and cooled it down, so now we can get through this area and on down to the boss. But more importantly, we can get to our Kriss blade, which is the whole point of coming down here. We've just got two more enemies to get by. I like to knock these things out of the way in case I need to retreat. It's fewer things to have to mess around with. Those red barrels, as you can see, explode. So we get up here and use the environment to our benefit. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. His fireball is just a little bit faster than mine. Now, like I said, early game is rough on a magician, on a mage, because they are so soft and have such low vitality, but it won't be long. We'll be back in here and we'll be able to take those guys out relatively easily. Alright, so the item that we're looking for through all of this is right up here on these catwalks. And it's the Kriss blade. And once I get it, I like to kind of change my setup just a little bit. And get everything gathered up down here. Okay, so what I like to do is I'm going to keep my rapier here, but I'm going to move my catalyst to my opposite hand, and then put my Kriss blade as my second right hand weapon. And then now what that does, it allows us to have our Kriss blade out and our catalyst out at the same time, and give us our full move set on our sword. So if we had the Kriss blade in the catalyst reversed, okay, so now we got them reversed. We've got the catalyst in our strong hand. So our only option with the Kriss blade is to block, or just that one offhand attack. So by changing the hands around and putting the catalyst in the offhand, we've got to get used to casting with the L1 instead of the R1, but that's not really that big a deal. But it does give us the benefit of having the Kriss blade out and getting that magical boost from the power of the Kriss blade. Okay, so that is our boss gate right there for our spider. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't give him a shot. Let's sit here for a second and see if any summons come up at this level. The vast majority of summoning anymore through this game is done through one of several Discord channels, so it's kind of hard sometimes to just find a random summon, but we'll give them a minute. It'll give us a chance to have our magic re-up. Okay, so because our catalyst is in our left hand, I'm going to run down this right wall. There's structures hanging out of the edge of the wall that you can use for cover. This spider is going to hit you with a fireball the minute you walk through the door. So now you can hide behind this body, and the only thing it can hit you with is the spider web, which does do damage, so you want to keep track of that. So what you can do as a mage is target lock here, And there we go. That's kind of how you have to fight battles as a mage. You have to find the things that are going to work for you and keep you from getting hit too much. So, and just for those that are new to the game, whenever you touch an archstone and travel, it replenishes your health and your mana. So there's no need to waste healing items or anything at the end of a boss fight. So alright, well that's the first item I like to collect as a mage. On the next one we'll go get the Crescent Falchion, and I'll show you how I get that, and that's some of the equipment I start my mages out with. And I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. And feel free to comment. Did you enjoy the video? Do I need to do it different? Less commentary, more commentary? Anything constructive, just please be respectful and enjoy playing Demon Souls.